Hey everyone, good morning. I'm on my way to go dig a backyard comic sale. And right before I turned the camera on to film this, I just looked at myself and I was like, oh man, looking old. And I was like, you know what? Put the hat on, make yourself look younger. I put the hat on and I was like, nah, I still look old. So it doesn't really change much there, but that's okay, because you know what, you can't age backwards, right? So let's go check out this backyard sale and then catch up afterwards with you and show you, hopefully, fingers crossed, all the awesome books I got. See you guys soon.
Hey everyone, let's get into this haul that I picked up in LA. Went to a backyard comic dig, and I also had a buddy, his name's Albert. Random Bag of Thoughts is what he goes by on Instagram and on Whatnot. So please give him a follow. I'll put all his information right here. Now that's out of the way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps out. I appreciate it. Let's get into the books. All right. Awesome Frank Quietly cover for Jonah Hex. Number 1. I don't know what volume this is, 2 or 3. I think it's 3. But that's beautiful art, even though it's pretty grotesque looking. This is the first reappearance of Blonde Phantom, updated appearance, I want to say. All Select Comics number 1, featuring Marvex. She's supposed to be used in something coming up, I'm not sure. This might be the weirdest comic out of this entire bunch that I picked up. This is Colt number 4, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the whole thing because it is a wraparound cover. It's too good to only show half of it. They're in New Vegas at Caesar's Palace. This guy's got, snake body and a skull face with metal teeth. This Birdman's got a mohawk. This guy's got hammers for hands. This guy has goat feet. He's a little sprite demon. I don't know, but that's just amazing and weird, and I'm kind of excited to see if number 1 through 3 are equally as strange. I also picked up The Creech, number 1 and number 2. Awesome Greg Capullo art on these. The Creech was a failed government experiment, and made up of the bodies of a bunch of aborted fetuses and has come to life. And I think it only went for 3 or 4 issues, but I need to find number 3 at the very least. Picked up a copy of The Pit number 1, but it is a newsstand, which is considerably harder to find. If you have a newsstand of this book, I suggest you look it over carefully and see if you can grade it, especially if you don't care about it, because newsstands go for like $400 or something in this book because they're pretty rare. All right, got a pretty long run of Darkhawk here. Trying to fill in that run. Number 4, number 5, number 7, number 8, number 17, number 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, big jump up to 39, 40, 43, and 44. I think this only went for 48 or 50 issues. So once you get above the 40 mark, the drop off on the print run is pretty steep. There's not a whole lot of them. I still don't have it all. I think I have 48 or 47, second to last issue. But that knocks out a good chunk of what I was missing, so it's pretty good. Lone Wolf and Cub number 14, trying to work on that run as well. Starman. I don't know who's reading Starman. Albert, my friend who I mentioned earlier. We've joked about that a few times now. This is the last issue. It went 81 issues, and that's a pretty awesome cover. It says Sienkiewicz. I don't know if Sienkiewicz did this cover. I don't see his signature anywhere on there, any form of his signatures. He signs a couple different ways, so. Blood and Gourd, number 3. I'm actually pretty excited to try to find 1 and 2, because I thumbed through this, and this is a bizarre comic about pumpkins coming to take over human life, and it was odd, I'll tell you that much. Shade the Changing Girl, number 2 and number 8. These were bonus gifts from Albert because he knows I collect pink covers, and they're both pinkish, but this one's pretty awesome. This is Jen Bartel's cover. Time Spirits, number 6. I'll tell you one thing, if Tom Yeats doesn't get some of that James Cameron Avatar money, because that is a direct ripoff of the Na'vi from Avatar. So I hope he does. Starman #1. So we got the last issue. Now we got the first issue. Superman Family #195. Anytime Supes is getting clocked, I'm definitely gonna check it out. But if he's getting nailed by Supergirl, I'm gonna pick it up because Supergirl is my wife's favorite character. So anytime she's giving him the old 1-2, then I'm gonna grab that, especially for her. This is an upgrade for me. Solo Avenger starring Hawkeye. I'm trying to get every Moon Knight cover ever. So a couple Darkhawk books too to fill the run in. Number 13, 14. I got a direct and a newsstand, so that's pretty cool. 15, 16. Might be some more Darkhawk a little bit later on. The pile looks like it got kind of messed up there. So Batman Nevermore #2. This is where Bats teams up with old Edgar Allan Poe. And this is a Bernie Wrightson cover, but the more I look at this, the more I think, what's Edgar going to do with his stick against this giant beast here, right? Who knows? All right, these are getting steep, so let's get these out of the way real quick and get on with the other part of the stack here. Blood Wolf #2. #3, fantastic art on these. I forget who does these off the top of my head, but man, it's great. #4. I think it only went 4 issues, the first run of Blood Wolf there. Crimson Cage #1. I really want to read this because this is supposedly a retelling of Shakespeare's Macbeth, but an updated version of it. Immortal Iron Fist, Orson Randall and the Death Queen of California. These Iron Fist one-shots, don't sleep on them. They're great reads. I haven't read this one yet, though. Sharkman #3. Just awesome art on those. Sharkman was published under an indie publisher first, and then Image reprinted all the issues. So. Another pink cover. Inhumans #2. Another pink cover. World of Krypton #2. Howard the Duck with this weird rodent cover by Glenn Fabry. It's just all kinds of awesome. I love it. West Coast Avengers 29. This is an upgrade for me as well. Mine is pretty beat of this. Once again, Moon Knight's on the cover, but that's not even the best part. The best part is right here. It's Milgram and Macklin fit their name into, signage on the plane. So I just think that's so cool when stuff like that's done. Superman 201, homage to Action Comics, right? Another awesome pink cover. Catwoman 57 variant. Warlock, Infinity Watch #1. Remember when that was like $50? Starman 80-page giant #1. Another gift from Al. Batman Seduction of the Gun, 64-page special. Anthropomorphic Madness with Cold-Blooded Chameleon Commandos #2. Try to say that 10 times fast, even 5 times fast. X-Men #2. X-Men 92 #1. Excuse me, the variant edition, but kind of hard to see. But that's a Jubilee, little tiny Jubilee right there on the cover. Venom Lethal Protector #3. Venom Lethal Protector #2, and not #1. Venom Along Came a Spider #2. I never see this series, so that's why I grabbed that. God, the Dyslexic Dog. It's a pretty crazy wraparound cover. Cool art by, it says right here on the cover, Alex Nino. Pretty great. Incredible Hulk 81. This is an awesome homage to Frazetta's Death Dealer, right? Same exact pose with Hulk there. And the cool part right down here, it says, you can't see my finger right there, probably, right? Yep, there you go. Apologies to Frazetta. Apologies. Wildcards #1. I highly encourage everyone to read this series. I read it a long time ago, back in the day. And there was novels before the comic series. And all the novels are done by a bunch of different authors, as well as the comics done by different authors, but it's all edited by George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame. But this series was fantastic. I highly suggest everyone give it a read. Batman Killing Time 2, that's just a fantastic cover. Batwoman #1. Amazing Spider-Man Riot at Robot World. I pick up these Spidey promotional comics every time I see them. X-Men 235, 243 with good old Sinister. Just a few books left. Getting through it fast today. Wolverine Inner Fury, awesome Sienkiewicz cover. Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon, another pink cover, gift from my buddy Al. It's a variant edition, but my favorite part is this little tiny bit right here of green and white throws shadow and depth into everything else in the picture. And the last book of this haul, Starman, Secret Files and Origins #1, and it's a lot of pink on there, so that's why I got that. There's a whole bunch of Starman in here. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. And until next time, keep digging.